Hopefully you guys dig this video today, because today we're making a South African hoe. Let's get started. Okay, so a little backstory on this project before we get into it. So this is for a customer who is originally from South Africa. They grew up on a farm there, and this is what they used to weed their fields and their garden. So, and they brought over their hoe that they used to use growing up when they emigrated to the U.S. Yes, and I'll put some photos that I took to help me recreate this up on screen, and that way you guys can see it. But yeah, theirs is getting a little worn out. The handle's kind of breaking down, and the bit's just not staying like it should. And they, instead of fixing that one, they really wanted to keep it in its original shape to have as a memento. And then just have a new one made. That way they can still use that style of hoe that they're used to for working in her own garden and back at home. So, yeah, I suppose let's get started. Okay, so to make what I'm going to make this hoe out of is an old disc blade that I've been using for a myriad of projects, mostly knives. But I had to cut the inside out to make a small drain cover for a buddy of mine, and so that's kind of why it's in this crescent shape. But this will work fine for the hoe we're working on. It's tool steel, so I'll be able to temper it or quench it and temper it, and then it should last a good long while. I'm not sure of the material of the hoe. I'm assuming it's some form of tool steel. It looked like it was, you can tell in the pictures, it looked like it was welded to a piece of piece of tool steel was welded to a piece of mild steel. But I'm just going to make this all out of tool steel. I got plenty of this, so, disc blades are a dime a dozen. And it should get me pretty close. I am going to need to fan it out a little bit, because I do need overall width of 4 inches. So I'm only a ½ inch shy, but I might have to get to the thickness I want, I might have to fan it out a little bit wider. And then I need the whole bit 6 inches long. So we're going to come over here, just mark out 6 inches, because we'll probably come in and taper to here. I don't need all of this. Something about like that. And then I'm going to need some to make the part that goes through the handle we have to make. So I'll just leave a good chunk for us to taper out, because as you saw in the photos, so it's just a square spike that goes through the center and then gets bent over. That's how it gets held on. So hopefully I can do that with this. I'm hoping I can get away with that and not have to end up cutting out having to weld on something or trying to rig up a way to mount this. I'm trying to make it 1 for 1 is what I'm getting at. Well, after a little bit of trouble, I apparently didn't anneal this. I thought I had this disc blade all annealed, but apparently not. So I was fighting that for a little while. But we got it. So now I need to kind of straighten it out. out, and I think I'm going to work on this taper here first to make my little spike, and then I'm going to work on getting this all kind of angled right so it's kind of even with the bit, and then we'll spread it out from there. So yeah, that's kind of the game plan. Well, got the tang all taken care of. I'm going to try and fix this, make that a little bit nicer, and then we'll start working on the bit. So. I think we got this pretty well roughed out. What I am going to do, I was hoping to draw this part out to be in line with here, but it's just not working the way I'm wanting it to. So the easiest thing to do is I'm just going to cut this off here, and then we should have a nice nice bit here. So I'll just have to make sure that this is still the same thickness, just in case this over here is a little bit thicker than over here. And then the bit should be pretty well done, other than putting its curve on and tempering. So, and then we will start on the handle. Okay, so I got her pretty well roughed out, well finished out. All I need to do now is put a curve on it, like they had it, and then we should be able to, I'm going to let this anneal overnight, and then I'll come back tomorrow morning and get this tempered and then put back on. So I'm going to do my best to keep this annealed though when we temper that. I gotta remember that. That way I can bend it over. So, oh, the flies are awful today. Hey, but yeah, so let's get this all heated up and we will stick it in some ash. Okay, so we got her put to bed for tonight. Hopefully it doesn't have any, or hopefully this gets all the stress out. I'd really hate for this to crack when I go to quench it. Oh yeah, so fingers crossed on that at it kneels all the way. And yeah, so next step is to work on the handle. So let's get started on that. Okay, for the handle, I'm just going with just a pine dowel. It's like 1.25 inches in diameter. I did try and make something out of a bit of maple off a tree that I was trimming earlier this year, or that I just had lying around, but it's just looking a little too rough for my liking. So this is probably just going to get turned into a thwomper, and we're going to go with this guy. Hey, and then I did end up making iron collar to go around this, just to kind of protect that and try and keep the joint ain't pretty tight. It's just gonna slide on here, which is a pretty nice tight fit. Then I drilled a hole to match the hoe tang. So, this is pretty much the handle, and I got the hoe all nice and annealed. So now we can go through and temper it. But before we do that, I am going to stick this in my water bucket to get this soaking in hopes that it doesn't burn when I go to attach the tang, because I'm going to do that hot so I can bend that tang over and get it nice and tight. Okay, so we'll just stick that in my water bucket. Okay, so we're just getting her up to temp. She's just about there. I'm trying not to get the tang in there, but all I have here, this is just a coffee can full of vegetable oil. Oh, that's what I'm going to be using to quench. So, and we are pretty much right there. Here, let's hope this doesn't crack or warp or anything. So we'll let her sit in there for a hot minute. Alright, and there we go. Then I'll have to grind it shiny so I can see, so when I go to temper this, I kind of want to get it to probably a blue, maybe purple for this. I mean, all it's doing is digging dirt, so it's not like chopping wood or anything. And so, that way it should kind of be self-sharpening, but I don't know, I've never made a hoe before, so. Alrighty, we'll let this cool off a little more, and then we will get her tempered. Okay, so to temper this, I just have, this is practicing some forge welding, but I just got it all heated up, and I'm just going to kind of run it over, try and imbue some heat, and watch the colors change on this. Hopefully I got this shined up enough. Okay, I'm trying to see how well you guys can see this. I ended up taking it over to the forge and kind of running it over that. That bar was just taking too long. So, I don't know how well this is coming up. I'll have to wait and see when I'm editing it. But I did get it to, a fairly nice blue. Oh, you can kind of see it when I flash it. So yeah, we're going to keep her at that, and then now it's time to assemble. So, I'm just going to heat the tang up, and get that nice and hot. If it heats back up into here, that's fine. I'd rather have this a little light or more mild than anything. That way, if you hit a rock, I'd rather this bend than break. But we're just going to heat the tang up. I really only need to heat up the top end. I really don't want this part too warm. Yeah, let's get this put on the handle and call her a day. Okay, and I got my handles in here, or soak it in the water, so hopefully it doesn't burn up too much. Well, that's a bit of a problem. She never did tighten up, sadly. Like I was hoping to. Oh, I'm worried the thing I'm going to have to do is probably I'm going to end up welding this. Yes, I already thought that maybe I would anyways. So I'm probably just going to weld right around here. And that's just going to be what it's going to be. So I don't really have a good way of remedying that other than trying to heat this back up and not burn that. If I had a torch, that'd be one thing, but I don't. So yeah, I think welding this is just going to be the easiest solution, and that way it'll be nice and solid. And it should stay better than what it would just having this bent over anyways. So, okay, I'm going to weld this up, and you guys will be able to see the finished project. So, alright, got her all done. I think it turned out pretty good. Good. And yeah, I'm happy with it at least. Hopefully the customer's happy with it. That's what matters most. I did go ahead and put on some oil. All this for I put oil on the bit and on the handle. I like to use, well, a lot of times I use used motor oil. This was just an open bottle of oil that I had laying around. And the reason why I use actual oil is because that stuff actually penetrates into the wood, and I think it helps seals it a lot better than just like a stain or something. And like you can get a nick in this and you'll be able to tell there's oil in this. That's especially if you keep rubbing it down on. So yeah. Otherwise, for like this kind of stuff, I'll use like paste wax or something. But oil works just as fine. I use it for a lot of my knives too, to take care of them. So yeah, pretty happy with it. I'm not happy I had to weld it, but sometimes you just have to. Yeah, I'm going to call this the job done, and we will have to see you guys next time.